much materialism and this constant temptation and need to seek outward for inner happiness, how does someone start to remove that grip of the ego?
I mean, there are lots of material things in the world, you mean to say. Mm-hmm. So how to gain inner happiness in that situation? You mean that?
Yeah, how to resist those temptations and that constant demand that we're surrounded with.
Right. Somebody's house is near a river. And in the rainy season, when there is volumes of water come down, then his house can be inundated, can be taken away. So what he should do in that case? He should raise a wall, resistance against the river. When there is time, when there is flood, he cannot do that work. But when there is no flood, summer season, water is down, then he can make a wall. Yes? So, what is the purpose of education? Education is needed for human beings. Education is needed for human beings. Animal world, the inferior species that we see, they lead their life, they don't need any special education because they have a lot of instinctive education. You see the kittens, they instinctively do things. They scratch and they try jump and they try to catch. Their profession, they do themselves. Even mothers try to teach them a little bit, but they do themselves and automatically come. But for human beings, special training is needed. Why it is so? Because you see, a small river rolls down, comes down from the mountain, is not dangerous. But when the river comes near the ocean, it becomes dangerous. If you can use it, it is very beneficial, enormously beneficial. You can get enormous of things from that. Or if you don't know how to use it, sometimes it can be very dangerous, creating floods and destroying tsunami and so many life casualties and dead and all destructions, a lot of it. Similarly, human beings, from insects, from one cellular being, from amoeba, it has come slowly up and through evolution and come to human state. It is very near to the divine consciousness. And human being has extra caliber than other animals. It has literature, it has art, it has discrimination, it has thinking power, it has philosophy. Human beings have all these things. So, human beings need some training. So, the first training is to develop one's inner power, because the world is moving with two things: external pressure and internal power. It's like a fulcrum, balance. External pressure more, internal power less, problem. What you are talking is the same. Temptations are there a lot, but inner power is less, because inner happiness is less, inner joy is less. Joy is the power, peace is the power, is less. Naturally, temptation draws them out constantly. And in temptation, they might be doing things that may not be so appropriate, and in the course of time, they reap the fruit, wrong fruit. So, you have to train yourself as well as the forthcoming society, the people, how to develop their inner spiritual power by practice. So, if the inner power is slowly developing every day's practice, mental power, willpower, inner peace, inner happiness, then the external pressure is less. Like a boy, a 5 years old boy, if you give 20 pounds to carry, he cannot carry because power is less. But the same boy, when he becomes 20, he carries it easily because power has increased. So, if we are victims of temptations, if we are subjugated by temptations all the time, it means our mental, spiritual capacities are less. We have not practiced enough developing inner power. So, inner power has to be developed by regulated, regular, dedicated spiritual practice. Otherwise, there would not be any need. There would not be any need of spiritual practice. If people would have natural resistance against temptation, there would not be any institution needed, no guru needed, no teacher, no teaching, no system needed. But this Now you need, in order to have understanding why we are here in this world, our main purpose is to develop concentration of mind, making our intellect developed, our discrimination developed, our intelligence sharper, and ultimately to realize our stability, inner stability. The stability is not there. Even if there is no temptation, people are unstable. Their mind is all the time vacillating, all the time running. This is one big problem with people. The mind is constantly being moved, it's a dwindling, all the time dwindling. It's drawn by this, drawn by that, drawn by that. He doesn't know how to control the horse. 10 horses drawing this. All horses have to be controlled. He doesn't know the self-control, how to control himself. He doesn't know the art of self-control. So self-control has to be developed. And if you say that self-control is strenuous, is difficult, no. If you have started this self-control as temptation as a kind of delight, temptation has a kind of delight, self-control has a kind of joy, blissfulness. When you have that blissfulness superior to temptation, automatically temptation will go off. Temptation is there, and from temptation comes disturbance of mind, and tranquility is there, and from tranquility comes the realization. So either of the way you have to choose. Like it is said, thou canst not serve God and mammon together. Either you serve the mammon or you serve God. Mammon means temptation. And God is peace, inner joy, inner happiness, inner light. So develop inner light through study, through contemplation. Automatically you will find the temptation falls short and you can resist very well. Not only resist, it will not attack you any longer. Resistance means fighting, but you are not resisting even. You are so much stable that it doesn't come within the periphery, within the circumference. It doesn't even come to you. It's a petty thing to you. It's like a children's game. What is temptation? You can understand. It's a children's game.